Okwama o Nana Koya Wambepio Ghana. Okwama o Professor Koya Wambepio. Oh, Her Excellency the Vice President of Ghana. This news breaks my heart. A few days ago, I read on social media that the Vice President of Ghana, Her Excellency, is not so well. And at the point it had gotten to, it had become necessary that they fly her out of Ghana to seek medical attention. As a true citizen, what I did was to say a word of prayer for this beautiful woman, energetic woman, such an ambitious woman. I said all I could in the form of prayer to the Almighty to extend healing, not umbra, so that the Women Development Bank and all the plans they had for Ghana shall come to pass. Get to know that she is our first ever female vice president. Less than 5 months of governance, for 4 months have no come. Only for her to fall sick, flown out of Ghana to seek medical attention so she can resume office. And then I go on social media to see this terrible news being propagated by a gentleman who seems to be so sure. In fact, the level of affirmation this gentleman was given with regards to this news convinced me. It actually made me feel like he's talking to the doctors of Her Excellency directly. He sounded like the doctors they report to one. Watch this video. Let's come back to this situation.
Hallelujah, ya danyanko pase. But the American say, NDC for they allow you to Ghanaians. Oh, Naana Jane is no more. Breaking news, I'm telling you. And we'll be breaking on. As on me and we'll be breaking already. The reason show breaking announcement later. Minya branch the one is about to come as offer and totally. The reason show break was breaking news. Telling the truth, we see Naana Jane is no more. What we breaking? Now we can see the ground. We are the MPP supporters, MPP social media youth. We cannot fear to talk about NDC. We will say it and we will say it. Naana Jane is no more. John Mama Bakupe Naana Jane. John Mama Bakupe Admisata. John Mama Bakupe Atames.
You see, his name is Sabato. On his TikTok channel or on his TikTok platform, from everything he's saying, Her Excellency is no more. But it is the NDC that are being reluctant to break the news. So it means she's dead. She's lifeless. But they are doing katasuma with the news. If indeed that's the case, what is preventing them from communicating to us Ghanaians? We are citizens and we deserve to know. I, for instance, I voted for the NDC because of their good message. They promised relief strategies. And as I speak to you, some taxes are being abolished and all that. That comes as good news. But to give us all the good news and then when there is a bad news, you can't break it, have a problem. If indeed that is the case, like he is sounding, then I have a problem. Because the government hasn't made any official communication, no communique has been released, no media platform, I've not seen it on any of these reliable platforms, media platforms, that something of that sort has happened. And this guy, with his followings and his group of people, is saying with bold chest out, that Her Excellency Naana Opoku-Agyemang is no more. Onus probandi is a Latin word. The burden of proof. He who alleges must prove. Whatever source he gets, that is making him say that. I feel that's gotten to the point where we sanitize our social media platforms, where people like these are brought to book. In making his points, he said, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he mentioned his name and affiliated or associated with Atamilsa's death. His Excellency, may your soul rest in peace. Then mentions Emisa Atta, another vice president, associated with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then now, he has the guts to break a news of this weight. Falsely break it as if he's so sure. If indeed that is the case, is he the right person to break the news to the public? And is he supposed to do it in this manner? Because it looks politicized. In his own submission, he said, we the MPP youth, politics. He's politicizing it. And that is very dangerous. An issue of this magnitude, if not properly dealt with, could circulate, and then if this woman eventually comes out of her sick bed and realizes that while she was sick, this is what her own citizens wished for her, can create further issues. The national security, Ghana police, all the various authorities that are supposed to see to it that this is properly dealt with. This is the time. People like this must prove to us where they get such information from. Because if you are not careful, and it falls into the head and mind, heart of the ordinary, the gullible Ghanaians, and it's established, it will be very difficult to sanitize such people. So I'm begging you, with all due respect, Sabato is his name. He has to come out and prove, because this will be joke thing, a serious matter. He needs to prove to us where he heard that the vice president of Ghana is no more. Something of this sort for no slide. Let's deal with issues like this such that it will be lesson to others. You can't just wake up and then break news like these without any confirmation or reliable source. It's getting crazy out here. Some of these things, if not properly dealt with, another person will do and not self-annoyed. I'm not telling the Ghana police they don't know their job. I'm not saying the national security don't know their job. I'm out of here.